For day 15, we're going to be continuing with the linen stitch. So we're back to purple today, and to start this stitch we're going to just chain 1, chain 2, and then turn your work, and we're going to go into that chain 1 space, yarn over, and complete a single crochet, and then we're going to chain 1 and then place another single crochet in the next chain 1 space from the previous row. And then chain 1, and we're just going to continue that same pattern all the way down, and this is what it'll look like. I really liked the 2 different colors with this stitch. I think it looked a lot better than the same color, but still looks pretty cool. So moving on to day 16, we're going to keep it simple with just a simple half double crochet. So we're changing it up to the color white today, and we're going to add in our new color, of course, and then we're going to go ahead and chain 1 and then turn your work. And now I'm going to go ahead and yarn over and insert my hook into the first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then pull through 3 loops, and that'll complete your first half double crochet. Now we're just gonna continue this all the way down our piece into every stitch. And here's the finished look for that stitch. Now moving on to day 17, we're going to be starting the spider stitch. So we're switching it up to orange because Ohio loves to change temperature. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to insert our hook into this very first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a single crochet. Then we're going to go ahead and chain 1, and now we're going to place another single crochet into that same stitch where we placed the first single crochet, and that'll be our stitch pattern. So we're going to skip a stitch, go into the next one, single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet in the same stitch. And we'll just repeat this all the way down. Make sure you skip a stitch between stitches, and this will be our spider stitch. And here's what it looks like. I think this is a really fun stitch. It's kind of different, but it's super easy. And it looks really cool if you have like different colors and you repeat it a few times. I like it. Now for day 18, we're going to be continuing this spider stitch again. So we get to switch our colors back to white now because Ohio doesn't know what's going on. So we're going to start by adding our new color and chaining 2. And now we're going to be placing our stitches into the chain 1 spaces between our single crochets. So insert your hook in the chain 1 space, yarn over, and make a single crochet. Then we're going to go ahead and chain 1 and then put another single crochet in that same chain 1 space from the previous row. And we're essentially just going to be repeating this same process over and over again, only in the chain 1 spaces. And now this is what it looks like after we completed that row. It looks really cool when you do multiple rows of this stitch, especially when they're in different colors. I think it's really fun. But here's what our piece is looking like so far, all of our days together. So moving on to day 19, we're just going to keep it simple with a single crochet row. So we're switching back up to a dark purple, and we're adding on our yarn, and we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. And now I'm going to go ahead and place a single crochet in one of the single crochet spaces from the previous row. I'm going to be skipping the chain 1 spaces and only single crocheting in the single crochet spaces. And here's what that row looks like when it's all finished, and kind of a look at our whole blanket as a whole. Little close up on this stitch, you know, just a simple single crochet, but that's what it looks like all together. Now for day 20, we're just going to be doing a double crochet, and we're going to be using the color white. So I added on my yarn, and I'm going to go ahead and chain 2. And then we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that very first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that'll complete your first double crochet, and we're just going to double crochet into every single stitch all the way down. And this is going to help create a base kind of for tomorrow's stitch, just because the double crochet stitch is kind of like a good starting point for tomorrow's stitch, so this will work out nicely. And here's what the double crochet row looks like. Really simple, standard stitch. So day 21, we're going to be doing a single rib stitch. So we're switching up to dark olive today. So now we're going to go ahead and chain 3 stitches. And then turn your work. And now we're going to be yarning over and inserting our hook behind the double crochet of the previous row, like that. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to complete a double crochet. And we're going to be continuing this where we just place double crochets behind the double crochets of the previous row. So you're kind of placing your stitch like on top of the actual double crochet stitch instead of like in the stitch like you usually would. But this is what it's going to look like when it's all done. It kind of sits on top and creates a fun design, so I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this crochet along. Be sure to use the hashtag so I can see your designs on social media. But I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.